Where in the name of cracking crickets did I put that infernal poker? That'll do. No. No more customers today. I'm up to my ears in unfilled orders as it is. No, I can't. I simply cannot. So if you'd kindly go out and close the jibby door behind you. Why didn't you say so? I could certainly use the assistance, I tell you that. Tell me, do you have any experience in smithery? Armory? You a farrier? Then why do you think you could help? How'd you find out about me? Oh, Puxie. She's an odd sort, isn't she? Not that I have anything against elves or anything, but she's strange. I don't know, it's odd the way she just lives out there. All by herself. Not a friend in the world, save the birds and the trees. I mean, she's harmless enough, but it's just odd. Well, I suppose if you know Puxie, you're probably trustworthy though. She's an odd one, but I'd say I can trust her. Alright then, let's begin. So, you've never worked with steel? You've never worked with iron? Gold, silver, nothing, not even copper. Well, this should be interesting. Alright, so I get a series of order forms. They come in all the time. Now, strictly speaking, I'm a farrier, right? I tend to, horses, maybe their hooves and whatnot. I'm Feldon the Farrier. But get a lot of orders come in. Yeah. Some for, horseshoes, that sort of thing. Lately I've been getting more and more orders for armour, some shields. Occasionally I'll get a weapon or two, but I don't fill out those orders. Well, at least not that often, and not without a straight background check. But that's the reason you gotta keep the door closed. Dangerous times. I want it known that I'm Feldon the Farrier. I make horseshoes, and that's it. But since you're willing to help, I'll let you in on a bit more. Here's what we'll do. We have to open up, read, and then fill each of these orders. We've got loads, so I'll open it up. They'll see what they want, and then you will just tell me their measurements, which should all be in here. Alright? What do you think? Can you manage that? Can you read? That's good. Let's dive in here. Looks like this order is from Marnet Pumpkins. It's for a death head dimper in silver. Do you know what a dimper is? It goes around here. Protects the internal organs, you know, right around, like this part, right here, right there. It's handy enough to have them underneath the rest of your armour, especially if you're going blade to blade. It's also helpful for the arrows and things like that. Alright, let's see. So, there are 3 measurements that we need for this one. Yeah? You can see there. Waist. Rib to rib. That's here to here. You know, here to here. The ribs. And then breast in the centre to navel, straight at your navel. Alright. So, I've got to find that fabric. What colour was it again? Silver, that's right. Have I got any, I wonder? Do you see any behind you there? Yeah. What does that look like? Oh. Alright, let's see. Cliffs of Glimpson, I found it. It's a kind of thistle. Yes. So, it's very hard, right? But it's also very pliant. Sort of like, you can imagine a spider's web. Right? It seems like it's really soft, but it's hard as steel. So, this basically has the same effect. It's great for armour. It's great for sheaths, anything like that. So, yeah, it's a thistle. I like the plant. And I think everything that I have is plant matter, some kind or another. Well, I suppose it does look a bit like shark skin. Yeah, could be. No. Alright. The end here is a bit rat-a-tat, so I trim that off. What are these? Yeah. They were passed down from my father. Love them. Been using them as long as I can remember, really. Yeah. It's a fine pair of scissors. I do say so myself. Alright, now trim this end here. What's that? Oh. Yeah, I suppose it's slow work, but to me it is better to do something right than do it quickly. But as you can see, that means you get piles and piles of orders. Right. There we go. Oh yeah, there's scraps all over the floor. Surprised you didn't step on any. Alright. Oh, sure. What's the question? Oh. Yeah, sure. Jumping right in, I see. No, I respect that. Compensation. How about this? I'll give you £1 of pyrite for a day's work. Or half a day's work, I suppose. £1 of pyrite, I said. £1. Don't act so excited. What, are you used to having more? Alright, £1.25, that's it. Alright then. Oh. Yep. I should have just enough. Alright then. Let's get started. So, read it out if you don't mind. Read the measurements out for me. Yeah, the first one. 30. And 30 is there. Half, quarter. That is quite thick. There we go. Yeah, my hands. Yeah, they're tough as steel, actually. Alright. So, go ahead and cut this one, set it aside with that, then we'll move forward. Here we go. That's good quality. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite soft actually. Would you like to feel it? Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. So, I won't finish this garment now. Just need to do the cutting and the measuring. Those initial little steps. And then I'll finish it off probably another day. As I said, I work slowly but efficiently. So, there we are. Now, what I'll have you do is put this, I'm going to unfold it like so. I'll just put that inside, alright? Put the note inside that order form and put it right inside there. Then fold that over like that with the order form right inside. Yeah? Alright. There you are. Alright, next up. As you can see here, this order is for some burdock scanters from Clunder Manat. Clunder. I used to have quite a thing for me. That would have been a blunder, ending up with Clunder. Anyway. Alright, so a few burdock scanters, obviously 2. You don't know what a burdock scanter is? Where are you from? Oh, from far away. That's clear. Alright, well, let's do the same thing. Burdock scanters, as you can see, right there. They are cuffs. They go right here, they wrap all the way around, and they make it so that you're able have a bit more strength, but not just that. It's more like the best possible use you could get out of your arms. You will, if you're wearing a few scanters. So, just here and here, they're cuffs. I quite like them. I think they look quite smart. Mother used to wear them all the time, no matter what. So, yeah. Well, it just meant that whenever she gave us a bit of a spanking, well, it hurt something fierce, I'll tell you that much. Alright. So, a couple of bird dog scanters. The only thing I'm thinking is he didn't specify what kind of fabric. Do you know what I reckon I'll do? I'll use some Feldon scales. That'll work. So now you'll do the same thing. Just read it off. Alright? All the measurements there. Here we are. Right here. The Feldon scales. Alright, fair enough. This isn't from a plant. But the Feldon only sheds its skin once it's dead. So, in that way, I feel like I'm not really taking anything from an animal, you see? I mean, it's not like the Feldon's gonna use it. So, that's what it looks like. It's got a shimmer to it, hasn't it? Quite like it. I like looking through all the fabric to make sure there's no pulls or no damage has been done to it. Pretty good at taking inventory, but sometimes it's best just to double check. Like I said, I want to make sure my customers are getting the best of the best. So, right, would you mind reading off those measurements for me? Lovely. I really do appreciate your help. Means a lot. Looking into the fire all day, doing the smithery. It's not great on the old eyes. So, well, I can read. It's a bit hard for me. My eyes, they're not what they used to be, let's say that. Alright. Yeah, I think this is a good choice. Again, it's a very strong material. But it's also, it's really good at kind of, for lack of a better phrase, assimilating to whatever it's around, to whatever mass it's around. So that's great. If I were to put it on, it would feel like my own skin. Yeah. It's It's a really good quality for the armour to have. I think this will be a nice piece. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and measure this out, like I said, because you have 2 arms, mostly. There's 2 separate ones, so you just read me the figures and go from there. Alright? Alright. Yes. Clunder's got big arms, I tell you. Maybe I should have given him a chance. Only joking, I'll tell you that. Alright. There we are. Plumb down 16. There we go. There we are. That's 16. Alright. So I need to hem that up. I need to hem it. Probably won't. Would you mind? Can I see your arm actually? I'm just trying to decide. I want to measure this here. Okay, alright, that's 10. Fold it over, so probably about 10. Alright. Just your left arm there. Alright. Either one is fine. This one. Here we go. Alright. Got nice arms. Alright, so 10. I think that's going to be does that feel like if it went down like that, from there all the way down like that against your arm, what do you think? Would that be a bit too like that? How do you think that? Does that feel? Do you think that would be alright? It's a bit uncomfortable. How about here? Like that. Just like from there to there. Alright. And then, so one more. How about that? That's good. Alright. Alright. Hope you don't mind that I got so close to you. Kind of the nature of the beast here. Time for some more cutting. There we go. Alright. What's that? Why do I usually use plans? Well, that's a big question, I suppose, but to me, I feel that why should I have a right to take another animal's skin or scales or horns, hair, fur, whatever it may be? Just because, what? I wasn't given that. I don't really feel that it's my right. Only time I will work with animal anything is if the animal's already dead. And then I think the animal. It looks pretty good, right? Are you seeing any scuffing, any pulls or tears or anything? Yeah, it looks alright, right? Alright, so that's one. I'll go just like that. My goodness, he's got a big arm. Look at the difference there. Oh my. Yikes. Alright. Want to hear one of my stories? Could tell you the story of how I became a farrier. If you'd like to hear it, that is. Alright then. Let's begin. This story starts a long time ago, back during the time of the great battle of Charnel Rock. Now, I was just a wee girl then, but my mother, she was the most fearsome warrior in all the land. She could throw an axe like it was a maple twig. She was a wild one, she was. She had wild, fiery red hair. She had freckles all about her face, her shoulders, her arms, on the tops of her feet. Loved it. She had muscles for days. She was a deadly warrior indeed. My older brother, Hem, was a blacksmith. My mother taught him from the age of, I don't know, 8, to bend steel and iron. My father, he made the garments. Father. He was the sweetest man I ever knew. He was talented as well, by Jove. He knew just how to pick the right fabric for whatever need there was. That is a rare skill, it really is. It's overlooked as well. He had the most infectious laugh. Everyone wanted to be around him. He was the life of every gathering. When the Great War began, we were the place to go. Everybody came to us for training, for equipment, and when things got real dark, they came to us for protection. And they came by the hordes. Eventually, the Harridan of Winter Lake found out about our little hideaway, our mission, what we were doing. and she took out her full wrath and fury on the entire village. She turned our forest into kindling, sent it flying at us like arrows in the night. I escaped only by hiding amongst my father's armour. Some of the beautiful garments and armour that he'd made. Little workshop. Crawled inside of a suit of armour made for a fully grown woman. I stayed there until all the noise quieted down and the fires died. Once I could hear the brook again, I came out. I cannot tell you what I saw. I cannot speak it. But I was terribly alone. Just a wee girl. The whole village had been flattened. I was the only survivor. I picked up and moved. Just started walking. Didn't stop until I reached the village of Northbriar. I started up this here smithery. It's the only thing I knew to do. So I did it. Brought what basic tools I could carry with me. But I was really starting from scratch. I'd been alone for so long. I was overjoyed to have the company of the other villagers. Just to hear them talk. I felt like an embrace. Laughter. First time I heard laughter once I arrived here. I get chillies just thinking about it. I began to forget the pain of my past. I refused to make weapons or armour. And instead I focused on horses. Struck up a kinship with a wild mare near the Bellflower Falls. Do you know Bellflower Falls? That's where I camped during my travels. That's a beautiful place. Falls are crystal clear. The water's absolutely stunning. You should go sometime when you're not running in fear of your life. It is quite a nice place. Happy respite during that troublesome time. Well, this particular mare had a beast of a time walking along the rocky ridges, and she was wearing down her hooves quite quickly. So I put together some bric-a-brac horseshoes for her, and I vowed to make her a proper set whenever we arrived, wherever we decided to settle. So I arrived here, set up shop, cared for Belfa's hooves. I named her Belfa after the falls. And then people just started coming to see me for horseshoes. I think they just assumed that's what I did. Well, Bilfa's horseshoes are quite a fancy, I must tell you. Well, I owed her a lot. Her company and companionship really got me through that time. So, meant a lot. So things just sort of fell that way and I became a farrier. Quite a good one too, if I do say so myself. Things were quiet, peaceful, serene even, despite all the hammering and burning metals. It has been quite peaceful these past few years. But when we heard about the Crone, it felt only too familiar. So I started making armour again. In secret, mind you. Never wanted to have happen again what happened to my folk in that village. That's why I do it in secret. I'm afraid if she finds out, she'll destroy my home again. I couldn't bear that. I love it here in North Briar. I've learned how to be discerning, you know. How to tell if I can trust a person by the way they speak, the way their eyes move, the way their ears twitch or their breath flows. I read you right away. I did. I could tell that you were trustworthy. Although you have got something mysterious about you. I can't quite put a finger on it, but there is something about, like, enigmatic about you. You just seem, I don't know, you seem so different. No wonder you and Puxie get along. Now I meet people sign a contract of secrecy. I had the Oracle of Arndale. Have you not heard of the Oracle? The Oracle. Well, take it from me, you don't want to mess with the Oracle. I'd be curious to hear what you have to say about her. She's just powerful. You can feel it. The strangest thing is, I'm not a suspicious person, but you walk into her presence and you can feel her power. It's just like swimming in the air around you or something. It's madness. It really is. Anyway, I had her cast a binding spell on the parchment so the signature will lose their most valuable possession if they break the bond of secrecy. Clandestine contracts aren't in my nature, but then dire times call for dire measures. And that Crone, I've heard terrible things about her. Some people say she might even be more dangerous than the Harridan. The Harridan of Winterlake. The one who killed him. Anyway, as I said, dire times call for dire measures. So, that's why the secrecy and the suspicion. Do apologise though. You seem like, I don't know, quite a nice soul, I suppose. Dire times call for dire measures. Speaking of, I haven't even really been paying much attention. Why don't we move on to the next order? Should be all set here. If you could do the same thing with that fabric. Here we go. Thanks. Now, let's open another one. We are going through them today, aren't we? I know you probably think we're moving at a snail's pace, but it's quite helpful what you're doing. Let's see what's in this one. It's not bad work, is it? It's alright. Here we are. This order is from Leah Larkley. She orders quite a bit. Yeah. She's a fierce warrior. Quite admire her. She reminds me of my mother. Let's see. She wants a Camadean cloak. You don't know what a Camadean cloak is either. Oh my goodness. Camadean cloaks are incredibly rare. They make it so that you're able to transport yourself from one place to another. That sounds lovely, right? There's a couple of rules. You can only go to a place you've been to before. You can't go to, say, I don't know, Concalypto or something like that. Has to be some place you've been yourself. On the moment that you're exposed outside of the cloak, you're back to where you came from, basically. So, they're a bit tricky, you know. If you're hightailing it out of some place, you wouldn't really want to take the Camadean cloak without knowing how to use it. Because if you were running away from danger, got away from danger, and your ankle slipped out or something, you're straight back to where you were. I mean, what good is that? But she knows what she's doing, Leia. Yeah, I do admire her. So, why don't go ahead and take this? We'll do the thing. Here we go. I will try and find the material. Oh, look at that. There we are. Very Clayton. It's the most delicate and fragile of metals. And then what we do is I get them down to a right tiny size. And then I just weave them together. Most of my fabric I'll get from elsewhere. Outsource it, if you understand my meaning. But this, make it here. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? No, there's no worry of me disappearing or anything like that, going away, being transported somewhere. Because like anything, it's about being deliberate. You have to say, this is where I want to go, and I want to go there now. Plus you have to have it in cloak form, and it has to be covering your entire body. So, why don't you give us the numbers there? Alright. Alright, yep. I remember that now. She's a tall one. There we go. I need to that size, and then alright. Three. Bingo. There we are. There we go. Right. What was I doing earlier? When you first came in? Oh. So what I like to do is I'll do a few orders in the morning. About midday I start doing a bit of smithery. That way I can get the fire nice and going, all the coals just the way I like them. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not the best at all this fabric. I did not inherit my father's talent, no. But I'm a right good blacksmith, I am. Yeah. I've got the shoulders for it. Yeah. I'm a good blacksmith, good farrier. It's all these clothing, yes, the kind of details I'm not great at. Now, these scissors are actually fortified with magical properties. Yeah. And what they do is they allow you to cut through whatever material you're working with. So whether that's the finest of silkweed or steel itself. Yeah. My father made them. He was quite clever. Tell ya, it really was. Now, that doesn't mean that each one's going to cut the same way. Do cut differently. It's obviously a bit harder to cut through. That's alright. We do what we can, do we not? Yeah. Now, speaking of my father, he taught me a trick. I suppose it was like a trick of the trade, that sort of thing. I'll show you in just a minute here. There we are. And just a little bit, there we go. Oh, and last little. There. This is very valuable, obviously, so I save every last scrap of it. There we go. Alright. Here we are. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Oof. That's going to be a beautiful cloak. Alright. So, we've left a little extra room for some bunching and all that in the cloak. Make sure that when she arrives on the other side, she'll be safe. No parts of her will come out and have any issues. So, there we go. Alright, so here's the trick my father taught me. You're not to tell anyone about this. It's a family secret. You feel quite lucky and, I don't know, honoured or something that I'm sharing it with you. You just seem very trustworthy. And I do like you. I do. Don't know why. Usually takes me some time to really trust someone, but it just happens right away with you. You just have a way about you. I'm not really sure how to explain it. In any case, so what you do is you take the fabric, whatever it is you're working with, even if it's not a traditional fabric, even if it's something like this, you take it and you just listen. And honestly, the fabric will tell you exactly what to do with it. I know it sounds crazy, but if you know how to listen, which I have a sneaky feeling you do, you can do it. Alright, so you take it, and then you just listen. And give it a shot. Alright. You listening? My dear. That's my thoughts exactly. Are you sure you've never done this before? Alright. Well, like I said, we won't be making anything today, we're just getting all set up for when I have to actually dive in and do it. Oh, the turnaround's not bad. I suppose it usually takes me per order probably about I don't know, I'd say maybe like a week. Matter of days for some. Depends on the order, you know, it really does. If it's a lot of sewing, a lot of different fabrics, you know, that's different. That'll take me a while. But you know, something with a fabric I'm familiar with with some kind of material that I'm comfortable working with. You know, matter of days, really. It's not that long. Alright, again, same thing. Let's take this, put the card inside, we'll fold it up, and put it neatly back. Alright, just straight in there. Yeah, there we go. Great. Alright. Oh, a bit of back cracking. Oh. By Joe, is that the time? Oh my, I have been working since sun up. Oh my. Do you know, this day is absolutely flown by. I thought you'd only been here for a bit, but it's been ages. You've been helping me out quite a bit. I do appreciate that quite a lot. It's so funny. Usually the only people I interact with are customers on a regular basis. So it's quite nice actually to be talking to you. I haven't had another employee in it's been a long time, I'll tell you. Quite a long time. I think that's all we've got time for today. You've been a great help. Do you know what? I haven't any food to offer you actually. But if you go to Tallymag's bakery, you can get quite a bangle for your buckle. And if you leave right now, you should be able to make it. What'd you say? Alright then. We'll put all this away. Yeah, if you can just tuck all that right there. A little stack. I'll get to that. That is tremendously helpful, I must say. Anyway, I've got your pie right here. Look at that. She's a beaut, isn't she? Yeah, this one's £1.25. I keep them in different increments. Yeah, she'll do you well, she will. £1.25 of pie, right, my goodness. Here you are. And if you come back and help, there's more where this came from. There we are. I'm really grateful for all of your help. It's really been amazing. Right, so, I suppose that's it. Oh, you'll need directions to Tally's. Have you a map by any chance? Map of Kellswake? Map of North Briar? Oh, Puxie gave you one. That's lovely. Yeah, she is a good elf. Alright, if you give it to me, I'll show you how to get to Tally's. Alright, lovely. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Thanks. Here's how you get there. It's really quite easy. Just gonna head straight out of here and turn left down Primbury Road. It's just this one right out here. Gonna follow the curve of the road over Broodwater Bridge. Then you'll arrive right on Lakenhall Lane. You're gonna follow that until you pass Clackerback Knick-Knack Shack. That'll be on your left. And then when your nose starts a-twitching, you've arrived at Tally's. Well, I'm right pickish, as I assume you are as well. You better run along so you can make it there in time. I would offer you some, but I really haven't enough. And it's not worthy of a guest. So, it really has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for all your help. I'm really glad I met you. Your presence is, well, it's nice. So anytime you want to come back, help out a bit, or dunno. Just sit here. I'm happy with that. Alright. Well, hope you enjoy Tallies. When you go and you're all done, sometime in the next, I don't know, little bit, come and tell me how you thought it was. If you liked my recommendation and what you had. I love hearing about Tally's food. It's so good. Usually I'm too busy to go over there, but when I do, it's a real treat. Alright, well, I'm gonna go eat some food. I'll see you later, I hope. Alright. Goodbye. Thank you again.